Now, John Maxwell, writer and author, speaker on leadership and communication, in his book, Leadership Gold, he talks about 5 benefits of listening for leaders. The first one, he says, is understanding precedes leading. In one of his books, The 21 Laws of Leadership, he talks about how leaders touch a heart before they ask for a hand. You have to build that connection and a strong relationship before you can ask your team members for their loyalty and for their dedication. Second, and this was touched on by I think it was Net. Yes, listening is the best way to learn. He quotes in his book, Larry King said that if he's talking, he's not learning anything. It's when you're listening that you're learning from other people. Another benefit of listening is it can help to reduce conflict. It can keep problems from escalating. When we feel unheard, we become more defensive, more passionate, more entrenched in our position. But when we feel heard, we become more open-minded. We become more willing to compromise or find the middle ground, find a third solution. The authors of the book, Crucial Conversations, talk about filling the pool of shared knowledge. In any conflict, there's at least 2 different sides, 2 different perspectives. And until you share information through speaking and listening, you don't have that full picture. And without the full picture, you can't come up with a good solution. In their book, Real Influence, authors Mark Goulston and John Ullman say that when people who are upset or angry vent their feelings, they expect you to come back at them, become defensive, give unsolicited advice, or just run away. Instead, you should do the last thing they expect. Encourage them to say more. That one thing, encourage them to say more and listen intently, can remove defensiveness and can soothe ruffled emotions in a way that opens up dialogue instead of conflict. A fourth benefit of listening to leadership is that listening establishes trust. John Maxwell says that the moment people see that they are being understood, they become more motivated to understand your point of view. I've found this to be true as well. There are a number of stories where I can talk about working with a very resistant client, usually a man from a very male-dominated culture, older than me, resistant to coaching. But once I took a step back and heard them out and spoke to their position, spoke to their concerns, their resistance came down and they became very cooperative in surprising ways that really surprised me at the time. And now I understand that, again, listening to someone and letting them know you understand their perspective can really diffuse a lot of defensiveness. And then the fifth benefit of listening to leadership is listening can improve the organization. Again, Mark Goulston and John Ullman say that it transforms conflicts into fertile ground where new ideas can take root. If you want creativity, you have to listen to each other and you have to reduce that defensiveness. So just to review, those 5 benefits of listening to leadership is understanding precedes leading. Listening is the best way to learn. Listening can keep problems from escalating. Listening establishes trust, and listening can improve the organization.